Hey everybody, BeyondDrewTV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode here of Pirate Bay Resort. So thanks so much everyone for watching the last episode and coming up with some great suggestions for names, themes, and stories for our huge epic dive coaster that kind of sets the tone for our giant theme park resort build that we have going here. Yeah, I kind of did stumble upon kind of a theme and a name and a story for that ride. And yeah, we will definitely jump back into that huge dive coaster and all of your recommendations in probably the next episode. But today we are kind of departing from that big old build there and moving on to a really fun dark ride build. So pretty much from the last episode when I finished up recording and reading all of your comments and everything, I was getting ready to dive back into the dive coaster and get ready to finish that. But as I was mentioning last time, a lot of that coaster kind of goes in and out of what may become different areas and different themes of the park. So I kind of want to wait until we expand out into those areas. So in the meantime, I was like, you know what? I've really wanted to tackle a dark ride build in Planet Coaster 2. So I thought, what better time to do it than when we're building our big, no budget, just kind of Disney type Universal resort kind of thing, right? So yeah, this is going to be Vault of the Vanished, which is going to be pretty much a Pirates of the Caribbean type ride, meaning that it's a boat attraction, but other than that, that's about the only and it's a pirate theme, right? Because the whole park is a pirate theme. So it's a boat attraction with a pirate theme. That's where the similarities end, with it being similar to Pirates of the Caribbean, but we're kind of going for that kind of vibe, just a lot spookier. So the kind of general story that we're doing for Vault of the Vanished is going to be that you as the guest are playing the role of treasure hunters or lore hunters or something like that, or adventurous, whatever you want to say. And basically you have heard about or stumbled upon this lore of these old pirates that had a warehouse in the Driftwood Bay area of town here, or of the park. And yeah, these pirates kind of had a front going with a big warehouse area in the warehouse district of Driftwood Bay. And somewhere in these warehouses, you heard lore of a secret cave where they kept all their riches, and for whatever reason, this was a well-known story, and then all of a sudden these pirates just kind of vanished without any trace. No one knows what happened to them. All they know is of the rumors of the secret cave inside of some warehouses and maybe some supernatural things going on, and maybe the pirates wrestled up some spirits or something supernatural like that. So you as treasure hunters, now today as we flash forward to today time, have heard stories of all this, and you want to go kind of explore it. So you found this warehouse here, and you kind of traverse yourself through the dark, old, decrepit warehouses, find a secret cave, and kind of see all of the things that the pirates may have stumbled upon when they were looking for treasure and storing their treasure and stuff like that. So yeah, had a lot of fun coming up with the story, the theme elements, just all the kind of stuff from scratch. I did use a lot of help from AI. I've been kind of starting to use that a lot more for my story building elements, because it comes up with a lot of really fun stuff that I might not have ever kind of thought of, especially like the name for this. I never thought of the name for Vault of the Vanished, but I kind of threw it into the GPT, like the general idea that I wanted to do for the ride and the story and everything, and then it came up with the name. I was like, oh heck, that's a cool name, and some of the other kind of fun story detail elements. So it's been a lot of fun with this whole attraction, kind of getting just kind of expanding how to make a story in Planet Coaster 2, and kind of a fulfilled story and everything, and kind of using this new technology of AI and stuff has really helped me personally flesh out some of these fun story elements. So But as we're going through the build here, for the most part for the speed build, we're just going to be showing off the front facade, because as I move into doing the queue and the station and the ride and everything, I've explained this before, but I'm the kind of player that I like to build with the roof on, essentially. So especially with Planet Coaster 2, where the new lighting system You're able to have your buildings be completely, dark inside. That's personally how I like to build it, so I can kind of see how the lighting looks, and pretty much that. Just I like to see how all of the lighting looks as I'm building through. So I know a lot of people like to build with the roof off, put all your details in, to put the roof on, and then do lighting last. That's just not how I work. So the whole point of that being that my speed build footage was terrible to look at. It was just so all over the place, too quick, too many turns inside and cramped spaces, so it's just not worth it for you folks to watch it. Trust me, I tried I tried everything I could to kind of get the footage to look good and everything, but with the way that I like to build interiors and everything, it just would be too nauseating to look at. So I figure we'll look at the speed build here for the outside, and then we're going to go ahead and transition into a real time where we will take a walk through the queue line. I'll explain my kind of building processes and the story and everything as we go through, and then we'll end the episode with a nice little ride on the Vault of the Vanished. So the speed build is just about wrapped up here, about another minute or two, and then we'll let's go ahead and transfer into a real time after that. So I will see you after the speed build is done. Alrighty, welcome into the park, everyone, and let's go ahead and head into what I'm kind of dubbing the warehouse district of Driftwood Bay. Let's go ahead and move forward here underneath our big shipwreck pieces. I love these pieces. I've been using these since episode 1, the beginning of the park, and I'm going to keep using them because, they're just kind of perfect little blueprint pieces to keep sprinkling around, especially the Driftwood Bay area, to really sell that pirates live here and just kind of threw it all together, right? So, the entrance area looks a little bit different than the time lapse. That is because I added on the left side here some more of these towers for shade structures underneath of our kind of like food kiosk over here. So I kind of figured we have this little courtyard area with a kind of dead end, and we're gonna need some kind of food and drink options, so we just have a quick service little shanty shack over here. And you know what, I actually really like how it turned out. It was originally there it is, thinking of doing like a big old sit down restaurant for this area, but I think the kind of quick service food works out really well. But let's go ahead and dive into the really fun part here, which is gonna obviously be going into the Vault of the Vanished queue line here. So let's go ahead and enter in to Vault of the Vanished. So boom, right when you come in, I'm just gonna keep harping on it probably the entire time as we come through here, but the lighting engine in Planet Coaster 2 is so dang good. I had so much fun doing lighting. I think in another life I would have been like a lighting engineer or something like that if I would actually went to school for it, because man, I could sit there forever and just kind of mix and match the different lights, you know, all the and all the different angles that you can get on it and everything. So, but yeah, as I was saying before with the story, here we are in our little warehouse area where the pirates kind of use this as a front, kind of like, oh yeah, no, nothing's going on here. We're just storing, you know, totally normal things, and yeah, don't worry about it. But don't come in here. Go back now and stuff like that. And something else I wanted to point out. This really has nothing to do with the story, other than while I was building this, we got our new update and DLC in the middle of it, and the new update gave us these amazing. I'm not going to click out of it now, but these amazing coaster supports, and that's what those are right there. Those really small looking chopsticks and forks and candles and stuff. Yeah, those are the new coaster supports, because you can scale those suckers down to like 10%. So I was like just kind of messing around with them. I was like, oh my gosh, you can make those so incredibly tiny. So I just kind of felt like making a little dinner scene with some of the plants, the apples that we have in game, and those new coaster supports, because I think they work out so well, and I had a lot of fun making a little dinner scene. So, but let's kind of keep going through the queue line. Like I said, kind of trying to get that Pirates of the Caribbean vibe, just kind of a lot more spookier, right? A lot more spoopy. So, but yeah, as we're going through our warehouse here, had a lot of fun just using all the barrels and crates and everything. Found this really great netting blueprint that we see above us on the workshop. I've used that a few times in this build as well. But let's keep moving around here. There we go. Trying to make the lighting kind of tell a story as well. We've moved from kind of some brighter like blues and purples. Now we're going into a little bit more red, because we're starting to get into like the back areas of the warehouse and getting a little bit more spookier and everything. And as we come around here, you start to see there we go, start getting into the cave entrance a little bit. So yeah, this is where the pirates would have kind of hit all of their really good contraband, all their really good gold and everything. But as they were kind of digging into their secret cave, and of course all secret caves need a arrow pointing to where the secret cave is, but yeah, as they were exploring in their new secret cave, they may have stumbled upon something that they really shouldn't have, right? So yeah, as we're going through here, they're getting some bioluminescence, some weird kind of supernatural things, and yeah, just trying to sprinkle in some of that supernatural type story elements as we're kind of making our way through. Had a lot of fun making that grate up top there, trying to make it feel like, you know, we've really gone down into a cave, and you know, now we're like below Driftwood Bay essentially. So have that nice little grate up there, and just all these really fun storytelling elements. So but yeah, look at this, we don't have a line at all because our throughput on this attraction is awesome. Here's our station, and there you go. Had a lot of fun. Like, I'm just gonna keep saying that over and over again but I just had so much fun making this attraction here. But yeah, here's our station here, kind of cross between, you know, having our pirates store all their gold here, and there's some old like relics and runes and stuff like that. But you know, our fires turn green, so yeah, everything is just a little bit more like, what's going on? Why is it all supernatural kind of like? So but yeah, you know what? I'm gonna quit jabbering, and let's go ahead and take advantage of this low queue line, and let's go ahead and take a ride on the Vault of the Vanished. All right, y'all, there you go. What do you think of the Vault of the Vanished? Yeah, like I keep saying, I had so much fun making my first dark ride in Planet Coaster 2, and again, a lot of it is because of the lighting system in there. It just really captures the vibe, captures the kind of like ambiance that I was going for and everything. So yeah, I think it came out really, really nicely. But yeah, I think later on when we get the update, hopefully when we get an update for custom music and custom videos and custom audio and everything like that, I want to come back through here and get some more narrative points in there. I do add some in post for the video. I'm going to add some music, maybe some sound effects and stuff, but for the ride right now, it's very, very silent in there. There's not a lot of sound effects, there's not a lot of music or anything, and that's again because I want to kind of get my own stuff in there when we get all of the custom music and sound effects and everything that we can make. So, but yeah, no, again, had a ton of fun doing this, hanging outside my favorite scene of the dark ride, which is kind of funny because it's the only outdoor kind of scene that we have, and it's my favorite scene of the dark ride. But yeah, I thought this area kind of turned out really nicely as you're kind of escaping away from the curse that you stumbled upon. So that's the whole thing, right? You go through the ride, and you see these warnings from the pirates saying, you know, beware of the curse. It's a curse. The treasure is cursed and all that kind of stuff. And you, as the treasure hunters, you eventually kind of stumble upon that curse, right? And that's your big escape out the back end there, and then you kind of finish with the big grand finale where you find out that, yay, you do get the treasure and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, the ending of the ride is where I lost all inspiration. I'm kind of like on the ending at the moment, and also very, very on the gift shop, or lack thereof. So yeah, unfortunately, after a good 3 or 4 days of building, I just kind of hit a wall of inspiration and not being able to build something out, and I didn't want to half-ass it pretty much with the gift shop and the ending of the line, so I'm just leaving it right now. Definitely going to come back and finish it out later on because yeah, this ride deserves a really nice cap off, really nice ending to it. And like I was saying before, really want to kind of go back and redo this ending part where we just kind of have, look at the treasure, there it is, yay. So I think it could maybe deserve a little bit more of a grand finale and everything, but no, overall I'm really, really happy with how this big ride turned out. Yeah, we have a giant area, a giant plot of land that this thing has taken up, and you know, from the sky view, it doesn't look great, does it? All the boxes and the warehouse kind of look and everything doesn't look great, but I've said this many times in videos before, I'm building for this perspective right here, the guest perspective, and from there you can't really see any of that, right? That's kind of what you see in a lot of big Disney Universal type parks, where yeah, you don't get to see the back of the house or the warehouse type building where the ride is actually positioned in because of really good foliage and building work and blocking techniques. Actually, you can kind of see it just a little bit right here. You see right there? That's a little bit of the roof, and that's pretty much the only bit that you can see from around the park. So yeah, while it might not look the best up here, and I do want to cap off the roof bits here and, you know, actually finish it out and stuff like that. But yeah, while it doesn't look the best up here, from the guest perspective, you can't see that, so it doesn't really fully matter, right? So, but anyways, yeah, that is Vault of the Vanished, and yeah, here's the park as a whole. I know I haven't talked about the pirate ship installation. Many of you commented that we have to have the pirate ship flat ride put in, and I fully agree, and I put that in, I think, in the middle of the first and second episode, and didn't really talk about it much just because it's nothing really too special about it, but we do have the pirate ship in the park now, in the resort, so that works out very, very nicely. So yeah, here's the overview of the resort as we have it right now. We have a total of 3 rides, and we've taken up half the map basically with those 3 rides. The scale of this thing is ginormous. We might have to use multiple maps, we'll see. So, but hey, if you want to go ahead and explore this map and Vault of the Vanished and take a ride on it and kind of pick it apart and see what I did as far as detail work goes, go ahead and download this map. The map download code is going to be the pinned comment from me in the comments and everything, so go ahead and take a look at it there. But yeah, hey, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode of I almost said Pirates of the Caribbean. Awesome. Pirate Bay Resort. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and comment on the video. It does help up the video against the YouTube algorithm and all that kind of fun stuff there. And yeah, can't wait to get into the next episode where we will continue to expand out our awesome pirate resort here. So hey, thanks so much everyone. Always appreciate you hanging out and watching. And until the next one, Have a good one.